Thought I would know better. That's wishful thinking. Thought there'd be no pressure. That's wishful drinking. Is anything forever?
What's up, definite diabetic divas and defeaters? It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I posted a video. My last video was my makeup routine, which you should go check down below. It will be in the description, and maybe it'll be next, like, you know, when you're watching YouTube and you have all the recommended videos under it, it might be there. It's called my makeup routine. Obviously, I don't wear makeup every day. I'm wearing makeup right now. I actually tried today. But yeah, let's just get on to what this video is. It's a diabetic video because obviously my last video was a fun video, not a diabetic video. And what we are going to be talking about is carbohydrates. Just like in last video, in the last diabetic video, I have a script here so that I know what I'm saying, so I can get my words together and so I don't ramble on, because I seem to do that in a lot of my diabetic videos. So we're just going to get on to what carbohydrates are, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. And if you have any questions, you know, you can go in the comments and ask them, and maybe I could do a Q&A. So let's just get on to the video. So carbs, which is the shorter nickname for carbohydrates, are a compound described as molecular. Carbs are made of only 3 elements that consist of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Welcome to Mia's science class, also known as Google. Mia's science class. What is carbon? The chemical element of atomic number 6, a non-metal that has 2 main forms, diamond and graphite. What is hydrogen? A colorless, odorless, highly flammable gas. The chemical element of atomic number 1. What is oxygen? A colorless, odorless, reactive gas. Moving on. The chemical element of atomic number 8 and the life-supporting component of the air. So, students, we breathe oxygen, I believe. Yeah, we breathe oxygen. Okay, class dismissed. So, anyways, diabetics are required to count the carbohydrates they eat in every single meal. Diabetics have to do this because our blood sugar level and number of carbohydrates calculate the number of units of insulin that we give for every meal. Which I could actually do another video on if you would like me to. You just have to comment down below, just like I say in every video. Okay, anyways. Foods range from all types of different carbohydrates. So, some very low carb foods are vegetables, eggs, dairy, meat, seafood, nuts, seeds, condiments like ketchup, mustard, and mayo, just like the regular condiments you eat on different things. And diet drinks. Diet drinks don't contain sugar. They're very low in carbs, like I just said. Some very high carb items, food items, are starchy vegetables, which include like potatoes, sweet potatoes, corn. Some other high carb foods are bread, crackers, donuts, cakes, cookies, just desserts overall, pastries, and one big one is rice, definitely rice and bread. I said bread already, but that's a very high carb food. So like wheat rice, like not wheat rice. Is there wheat rice? If there is wheat rice and wheat bread, that is better for you as a diabetic if you are one. And if you're not a diabetic, you could still eat those foods because they're better for you. But I'm not telling you to do anything you don't want to do. Anyways, there is, of course, more high-carb foods and low-carb foods that I didn't name, but, you know, they're all over. The list just goes on. Like I said, carbs range. So here's an example. 1 cup of green beans is only 10 carbs. 1 cup of yams is 37 carbs. They both have the same measurement but different number of carbohydrates. So as a diabetic, we have to measure those carbs every time we eat a meal and give insulin for that. Another example is 1 cup of strawberries is only 11 carbs, and 1 cup of mango is 28 carbs. And then one more example, the final example, is 1 cup of sweet potato is 58 carbs, but 1 cup of squash is only 9 carbs. So that's a big range, a big difference that you could have in your meal. So you may be thinking, how do you know how many carbs are in each food item? Well, I read the nutritional facts. So on the back of each food I eat, there's like a chart, and it tells me the calories, the carbohydrates, the fat, the sodium, like everything that's in it. And sorry guys, I got interrupted. Where I was on the top of the chart, it'll say, well, first of all, I'm gonna give myself an example of what I may be eating. So I'll eat a bag of veggie straws, if you don't know what that is. I mean, if you do know what that is. Veggie straws. On the back of the bag is a nutritional chart. On the top of that chart, it'll say 1 bag of veggie straws. And then when you go to the bottom, you'll see total carbohydrates. And it'll tell you exactly how many carbohydrates there is in 1 bag of veggie straws. And if you wanted to know, 1 bag of veggie straws equals only 16 carbs. So it's definitely a good snack, I think. So basically I do that for every food. I just look at the nutritional chart, or like we have like a whole chart on the back of my pantry that just tells me the carbs of different things, like 1 cup of potatoes, 1 cup of green beans, like stuff like that, so I could check that out. So that was basically what I could tell you about carbohydrates. I could probably tell you a little bit more, but that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and peace out, diabetic divas and defeaters.